Hello everybody, welcome to Zielonka. This is going to be my first map where I try and talk through rather than do a time-lapse. I know I'm late doing Zielonka. I've been really busy. I've tried to finish off my two other series and I've had a lot of work stuff and personal stuff, but now I'm really excited. We're on here trying out the new map, new equipment, new crops. So what we're going to do first of all is we're going to sell this tractor before it loses any value, and the dolly trailer, because those of you who've watched my other playthroughs will know I'm not a fan of dolly trailers. So we'll take these straight away. To the store. Now obviously when we start this map, we start off with one map with no crop ready to be seeded, and then we start off with another map with grain on, so we can't start harvesting the new crop until we buy a field with it on. So we need to there's a collectible. Let's get the collectible. So we need to harvest our crop, which I think is wheat. I haven't looked. Then that field's ready to be cultivated so that we can put some root crops on it for next year. Let's look quickly. But we need money before we do anything else. So yeah, this is wheat. So what I've done before we do anything else is signed us up for some contracts. However, before I go and do those contracts, is there anything in here to buy? Nope. We are going to get rid of the chickens. We're literally going to focus on arable farming, at least in the short term. So we'll sell the chickens, and then we can sell the chicken pen. Gives us a little bit of money. This one is so small it's unreal, so we're going to do the same here. So it opens up our piece of land, or bit of land, for us to do what we want when we want. There we go. So we're going to need, we're going to sell this straight back as well, and then we'll get the 2-row harvester. But again, I need money to do that. That's the cultivator we'll need. We'll need the seeder eventually. We'll need the weeder eventually. Okay, right. So, oh, wrong menu. There's 3 harvesting contracts I signed us up for. One of them really big. So hopefully, what's that? 6,000, 7,500, 8,200, 8,300 plus crop. That's some income that we need to buy other implements, upgrade the harvester. I also want to upgrade our second tractor. So what we'll do is we'll jump on board. And we will start harvesting our crop and doing the contracts, and then once I've done that, I'll come back to you. Welcome back, guys. I'm just finishing off the last contract. I went away, did the 3 that I showed you, and then a few more popped up. So I thought, because of the need for money this early on in the gameplay or playthrough, it made sense just to do those as well. Again, they were all just grain crops, so very much the same, oats or wheat. I'm just finishing the last one. Then we can take the oats to the farmer's market and collect the payment for this contract. Right, there we are. It's all finished. Turn the harvester off. Auger out. There we go. And then we will spend some of the money we've earned. I was thinking a ploughing contract came up while I was doing this, and then it occurred to me that we probably will get more ploughing contracts now than we used to, because we've got more crops in the game that require ploughing after them being harvested. You know, before it was sugar beet, potatoes, corn, sugar cane. But people rarely did sugar cane, and frankly I think a lot of people didn't very often do sugar beet and potatoes. I might have messed this up. Let's drop it and see what happens. Oh no. Is it going to correct it for me? Yes, there we go. So now we've got parsnips, carrots and beetroot. There'll be more ploughing contracts. So in the shop, in the sale, there's 2 ploughs. I was thinking I might buy one of those, so that if I've got a spare tractor while we're doing our own harvests, you know, we could be doing ploughing contracts in the background. And until I can afford a subsoiler, a good subsoiler on a decent sized tractor, I'll probably have to make do and plough some of the fields and then cultivate using the cultivator we've got. So it's not ideal to start off with, but I was thinking I'd buy the plough. I'll show you in a minute once I've offloaded these oats. One other thing, while I've been doing these contracts, I've been kind of obviously driving around the map, and I've picked up the odd collectible here or there. There was one by this shed. There was one in this around here. There's a garden with a wooden trailer. As soon as you see a trailer, you kind of think, oh, that's the kind of place that I'll put it, right? The same as you might do with a coffee table. In fact, I think in one of the houses I went past there was a little gondola with some seats under it, and there was a golden apple in there. So I've picked up the odd collectible as well as the contracts. I haven't specifically gone looking, except when I've gone to a building like this. Right. It's not a big harvest, so I'm not going to keep the oats back. I'll just take whatever I get now. Yeah, 2,700. 2,500. Right. So now there's no more harvests. I want to buy one field with some root crops. So that means buying the larger harvester. I was also thinking I might put the extension on this trailer. And I might put some more horsepower on this little Fiat So we're going to put these into here. Let's just repair it first. Customize. Let's go to 180. Oh, costs extra for the BKTs. Okay. Let's just do that then. Customize. Alright. Now let's repair that quickly and then customize this. And if we put the extension on, that's an extra 10,000 litres basically. So we'll customize that. Okay. Let's pop in the shop. Now here's the little plough, look, with 180 horsepower, which we've just put on our tractor. This one requires more horsepower. So I figure if I go for the small one, it gives me more flexibility. So I'm going to buy this. So we'll buy that. We need the bigger harvester with the which doesn't box them. So that's 170, so the Fiat can now pull that as well. Frightstone, Midas, Continentals, Michelins. Oh, okay. Which ones do I like the most? I think I like the Continentals. Right, so if we buy that. Now I need another tractor, which I obviously haven't got the money for. So I need to take out a loan. I don't like doing this, but in order to get going, I'm going to do it here. So we're going to borrow. I'm just going to take out 200,000 and back, and we are going to get a tractor which has over 220 horsepower comfortably, because we'll need that when we ridge and plant root crops at the same time. We'll go standard and buy. Right, so now we just need a weight to go with that tractor. Okay. So, oh. Right. we're going to swap the vehicles around. Excellent. There we go. I do like a class tractor. That's the weight. Right. So let's go to the map and see what is available. So 77 and 87 are near us. 77 is canola, but 87 is a big field of parsnips. So I'm thinking I'm going to buy that. There we go. So let's put you. Let's get you going there. So now we'll focus on parsnips for the remainder of the episode. That should get us going with productions, help pay for the equipment. And then in September we can hopefully, if we get this field done in time, purchase another field of either beetroot or carrots. Okay, so let's unfold. Okay. There we go. So let's pull up next to it so I can make sure I get the pipe. Right, fold, turn on, pipe out. So we need to lift that up. Okay. So fine working. And now if I jump in, back up, and then come up behind him, we should be able to start going. It's exciting. Okay, here we go. There we are, our first parsnips. So with this bigger trailer, we'll spend less time travelling. We've got the bigger tractor that will pull it. When I was doing the grain crops, the Fiat struggled a little bit. And that was just without the extension, as you saw. But the Fiat, that's doing just fine pulling the harvester, and it's a nice little tractor. I know when I was younger I worked on a farm during potato harvesting season, and we had one of these little Fiats on there. We used to Used to take the mickey out of it because it was the smallest one on the farm. But this Giants version is it's nicely done. I didn't really like the modded one so much. Yeah, this is good fun. Fiat's doing a great job. Right, let's see what happens here. So, okay, right, if I go up and around, gives the AI plenty of space. Fantastic. So, it is ready. Wow, okay. I'm driving a bit closer to him than I would have liked. I don't normally get that close in this game. Maybe that's because I've had to put more height on the pipe. But yeah, that's 30% already. So 2 more runs and we'll have a whole trailer. So it looks like we're going to get a lot of parsnips out of this field. That should make me a lot of soup. That's what I'm going to go for, is the soup. So I'm going to crack on and then I'll come back to you when we've made some progress. Okay guys, welcome back. We're just finishing off the last row of parsnips in our field. We've filled 8 trailers of parsnips so far. We've taken them to the soup factory. I bought the soup factory for 135,000. I did record that when I missed out. So there was also a golden apple, collectible apple there, which I picked up for 5,000. So that's really all you've missed so far, is me filling 8 trailers, getting a collectible, and buying the soup factory. So we're now gonna pop down there with the last of our parsnips, just to see how many we have. Now I think 8 times 22.5 should be about 180,000 litres of parsnips off this field. And if you remember, actually you won't remember because you weren't there when I recorded it, I messed it up. You get 300 parsnips makes 100 tins of soup. So think of it as a 3-to-1 ratio. So if you've got 180,000 litres of parsnips, you should get 60,000 litres of soup. So that's assuming they're all 1,000 litre pallets, like they are on most of the products on the game. There's a few exceptions. I think you can sell parsnip soup for over 3,500 at the railway station. But if we just called it 3.5, 60 times 3.5 would get me £210,000. So that's my maths. The factory cost me 135,000. The field cost just over 35,000. So that's, in fact, I think it was going to be 40,000. So that's 175,000. Oops. Right, that's empty out there. So, as the parsnip sale, we would have paid for the factory in the field. I want to buy a trailer to carry the pallets. Right, so we've already got 2 pallets. Right, what size are they? Are they 2,000 litre pallets? Oh wow. Yeah, there must be, look, because we're storing 1,200. Okay. And we've got 171 there, so that ties up with the 180 that I thought I would have. If we then go to check the price for parsnip soup. Parsnip soup. Yeah, look, 3678 for Erlingrat. So that's why I just rounded it down to 3,500. So that'll definitely get us the money to pay for, or pays for what we've done so far once we've sold it. That means each pallet is going to be worth a lot of money. If that really is a 2,000 litre pallet. Okay. Right, so maybe next episode we'll have some of these to sell. But I think that's it for this time. I'm going to take the trailer back. I'm going to get the harvester back to the farm. And then I'll see you guys next episode.